Hi, welcome back to Go Together, Go Far. On today's video, we're going to check out Rocky Fork State Park, which is about an hour outside of Cincinnati. Okay, so we're checking out Rocky Fork State Park. Rocky Fork State Park is about an hour outside of Cincinnati. Pretty close to us. It's an easy drive for us. We come here in particular because not only is it convenient for us, but this particular campsite that we're on within this campground is very, very nice. And so we can schedule it ahead of time. It's a big site. I'm going to show you that a little bit later on the video. We're also going to do a little day trip. We're going to go check out the world's largest horseshoe crab. You don't want to miss that. And we're also going to check out something called Crazy Shakes, which is something about 20 minutes from here. It's these amazing milkshakes that you would not believe. They're stacked with all kinds of stuff, and you're definitely going to want to check that out. And if you haven't done so yet, go ahead and click subscribe for me. Give me a like, give me a comment. We'd really appreciate that as we grow the channel. And most of the stuff I've got down in the description. I've got links for these places and all that kind of stuff, as well as on our website, gotogethergofar.com. So check that out. Let's go on a little bike ride and let's get started. All right, so we are riding around the upper campsite. As you can see, I'm doing my best to look cool with that helmet and not wreck while I'm filming. So, but I'll give you some shots of the upper campsite. It's pretty cool. So we're walking around the lake. We're going to give you a good view of the lower campground and kind of what that looks like, where some of the bigger campsites are, and we're going to give you some view of the water. So what's interesting is the water that I'm seeing right now has a lot of lily pads in it, and they're flowering and they look fantastic. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing in a lake. I don't know enough about lake ecology to be able to say, look at all these lily pads. They mean that the lake is doing great and they have a lot of fish. It could also mean maybe it's stagnant. It's kind of like algae. I don't know that. If you know, put a comment or a description down below. That'd be helpful for some other people. And let's check out some of this lake. So we're basically having our first night here. We're making some burgers. We're going to finish up eating dinner. We're going to do a little walking tour of the campground, and I'll show you some of that. So this is kind of what our typical setup looks like. So we got some burgers going. We got the ice maker going, the camp chef going on the grill, and that's hooked into the propane underneath. There you go. There's our outdoor kitchen. Alright, so I'm going to go show you a bit of the campsite we have. Kind of showing panoramic views and stuff like that. So, but I'll walk around a little bit. So there you go. There's our big Salem. And that's kind of how we're currently set up. This isn't how we're set up all the time. Primarily because we know it's about to rain here in a couple hours, so we're trying to put everything out just to turn around and bring it all back in. The big thing about this particular campsite, or this campsite specifically, is how big it is. I keep mentioning this over and over because it really is shocking for a little state park. Like, this is huge. Like, if you were at a KOA, you'd have a dozen campers in this. So we're gonna go walk around the main grounds. I'll try to show you a little bit of that without interfering with some other people who are enjoying themselves. And let's take a look. As I'm walking around in this, there's a section back here that is mostly tent camping, and I'll give you a little view of that as I'm walking through. So this campground has a great little volunteer cabin where they do, I don't know, I guess they're selling flags and stuff like that this time. And I'm assuming it's all closed because of the COVID-19 stuff. But I think when we were here last year, they showed movies. You could buy popcorn for like $1 and some candy for $1 and stuff with the kids. And so they're all of this money, I think, goes right back to the campground, which is very, very nice. So here's another few good campsites. These are like 99 through like 105, and they have this nice overlook. Not necessarily directly over the water, but there's a playground down there. And nice big grassy area. So I bet they get a nice breeze and stuff up through here. All right, so typically when we camp, we like to go out and see some of the local sites. Like I said, this state park is right near Hillsboro, and we're gonna go check out the world's largest horseshoe crab. After we check out the world's largest horseshoe crab, we're gonna go to a little known ice cream parlor called Terry's Shakes. Is that what it's called? Terry's Shakes?
Terry's Dairy Bar.
Terry's Dairy Bar. And
home of the crazy shakes.
Home of the crazy shakes. You're gonna want to see this. All right, so I promised you the world's largest horseshoe crab, so let's go ahead and check this out. Look at that thing, it's huge. We're gonna take some pictures and sit in front of it. Let's go see what's up underneath this thing.
Put it back.
Mommy, this isn't.
Oh, look at this. Nice. So there you go. The world's largest horseshoe crab, rated top 5 roadside attractions. Okay, so we just saw the world's largest horseshoe crab, and now we're going to check out right back here. This is called Terry's Grocery. It's a little marathon gas station, but they do these amazing milkshakes. So they're gonna have all kinds of stuff piled on top of them. They're only like 10 or 12 bucks, which sounds a lot for a milkshake. But wait till you see these things. Stick around. These are gonna be well worth it. All right, so we've ordered. We got some pizza. There's a bit of a process to it because usually the lines are a little long. It actually wasn't too bad. We were able to order in about 10 minutes. I think my wife said that they came down here one time with the kids and it took like an hour just to get through lines. So then you can kind of see behind me, I'm trying not to intrude on everybody else here, that there's kind of a field here that you can kind of come out, sit here and eat your food. We're gonna sit in the back of our truck. Make sure you bring your mask and stuff because you got to maintain all the social distancing while you're here ordering and eating. So let's take a look at what we got. So when you come here, it's definitely an experience. There is a line of people, a lot of people kind of hanging out in their cars waiting, and the food is fantastic. So this is Terry's Grocery, and it's home of the crazy shakes. So if you come to this area, come to Rocky Fork State Park. It's really fantastic. If you get the opportunity, check out gotogethergofar.com. That's our blog and website where we put additional information and links on there. Check the description down below for we have both Amazon affiliate links down there for some of the equipment you may have seen in this video, as well as links to some of these places that we've gone and visit. With that said, thank you everybody for watching. Check out some of our other videos. See you next time.